In this video I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to add logos to your Knack apps, something I call site collateral. Two ways, one from Dropbox and one natively within inside Knack. So there's a couple of different ways I found with Dropbox. The first version I'll use the web browser version. Just log into your account, find the image, right click, copy image address and then go back into Knack. I'm using a rich text field and then just click on the insert image and paste the web link into there, and that will insert the image into the rich text. If I save that, that will now appear on my live app. The other option is if I'm using the desktop version, so I've got my Dropbox account synced to my local PC and the images sit in this folder. So if I wanted to use a slightly different image here, I can right click and copy the link address, but the link address is different, so it needs a little bit of adaptation. So I've just moved it out of the way. If I go back into that rich text field, and I'm just going to delete that one. If I use the same method and just paste the code in, it won't pull through the image. I'll just get a placeholder for it. So if I just delete that, you have to change the last 4 characters to raw equals 1. I'd like to say I understand exactly what that's doing, but I have no idea. But when you do, that will then pull through the image. So in this particular case, I'm just going to click on the image in the raw text view and just scale that back down. I'll just make that a little bit smaller. You could actually, now that I've changed that, go into the HTML editor and it will give you the width and height dimensions here, so you could adjust these manually. Obviously a little more difficult with a circular image to keep the proportions, so I find it's just as easy to simply just rescale it like so and then save. That was something I used to do for the first probably couple of years of building before I was introduced to the fact that, quite rightly, Knack is a web-based product and it uses Amazon Web Services for storing its images. A fellow colleague mentioned to me that they just put their images into a table. So since then I've been creating a table called Site Collateral, which is a very simple object. It only has 2 fields. One's just for the title, so short text, and the other one contains the image. The image, I just set it as web friendly, so it's not it rescales it to a more usable size, and then I give myself a number of options in terms of percentage, 90% and various different stages. So I've got different size icons to save me having to keep resizing things as I need them. So if I go to the records view and look at the records here, you can see that I've got my 3 icons just in here once. Then in the pages section, I create a page called Site Collateral. It has a login, and the login is just set to developer role, so only I would be able to see that. But also I always set it so that the visibility it's not visible in the app, so it's not included in the navigation and it's not displayed. And simply add a view, which is a table, and on the table, if you click on the columns here, you have all the original image and then the 90, 70 and all different percentages which show here. They don't scale them in the preview, but if you go to the live app, and I think it's this page here, yeah, so as you can see at the top, it doesn't show in the navigation. So if I just go back to the live app, close that one, if you go to your drop down here, you need to go to Site Collateral and it would take you to the page, obviously because it's not visible in the navigation. So this now shows you all the different size options. So for instance, if I wanted to pick up this National Pet College logo here, I can right click and copy the image address, go back into the builder, into my pages, back to my rich text field, add an image and just paste that text. Now if we actually go into the HTML editor, you can see here that the address is Amazon AWS. So obviously leveraging the fact that that image is already stored in our account. It also means that you find things load a lot faster. So if I just click onto this image, just going to scale it down a little bit, and I'm going to change the alignment to right hand side and save, and then go back to my live app and refresh. And as you can see, that now displays the image on the page. And just as a side, this method could also be used in other locations in the app. So for instance, this is a form that adds a new client, and I've set it up so that when you submit the form, it sends an email, and in the message we can go into here and do the same. So add the image and insert our logo, and then just simply resize it. So hopefully that's been of interest, and using Knack's table and a hidden site collateral page will be of use to you. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.